Put your phone down flat on the table for a second. Now, place your right hand entirely over the center of your chest. Press hard enough to feel the rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you feel that? That is a biological engine. It is the only one you will ever be issued in this lifetime, and right now most of you are actively, relentlessly destroying it. My name is Evelyn Vance. I am exactly 100 years old. My heart has beaten over 3.5 billion times. Let that number sink into your distracted mind. Over 3 billion contractions without a single day off, without a vacation, without a pause to catch its breath. And I am sitting here watching a whole generation literally dig its own early grave with a knife, a fork, and a head full of useless manufactured stress. You go to your specialists, you look at your expensive smartwatches, you obsess over your heart rate data on a glowing screen, but you have absolutely no idea how to actually keep the machine running. You pour cheap, artificial sludge into your engine for 40 years, and then you act completely shocked when it seizes up at age 55. It is not a genetic mystery, child. It is pure, simple mechanics. I am going to give you 5 harsh realities about why your chest constantly feels tight, why you are always exhausted, and why your heart is aging twice as fast as the rest of you. Hold up your hand right now. We are doing a test. Put a finger down for every single truth you are guilty of. Be brutally honest. If you drop more than 3 fingers by the end of this list, your engine is actively failing. Number 1, put a finger down if you feed your engine plastic fuel. I am talking about food that does not rot. If you leave your dinner on the kitchen counter for a week and the summer bugs won't even touch it, why in God's name are you putting it into your bloodstream? Your arteries are delicate, flexible pipes. When you eat engineered, deep-fried, chemically preserved trash, you are pumping liquid concrete through those pipes. It hardens. It scratches the vessel walls. You want to know how to scrub the plumbing. Plain, tough, slow-cooked oats, dark leafy greens that taste like the earth, cold-pressed olive oil, liquid gold that keeps the rubber of your arteries elastic. A stiff artery snaps. A flexible one survives a century. Stop eating concrete. Number 2, put a finger down if your blood is thick like cheap syrup. You drink massive cups of liquid sugar, chemical energy drinks, and 4 cups of coffee before noon, but you cannot remember the last time you drank a plain tall glass of cold water. Your heart is a pump. Imagine trying to pump thick molasses through a tiny paper straw. That is exactly what your heart is doing right now while you sit slouched over this screen. It is exhausting the muscle. It is working overtime just to get basic oxygen to your brain. Drink pure water. Eat real oily fish and raw walnuts to thin the blood and soothe the internal inflammation. Make it easy for your heart to do its job. Number 3, put a finger down if you hold your breath when you are angry. Pay close attention to this one. You read the news, you see an email from your boss, you see a comment from a complete stranger, and your shoulders immediately creep up to your ears. You clench your jaw, you stop breathing deeply. You are flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline, squeezing your blood vessels shut like a vice. You are simulating a life or death tiger attack in your living room over a piece of glass. You are battering your own heart with stress hormones, hour after hour, day after day. Number 4, put a finger down if your resting state is chaos. You cannot sit in a silent room for 5 minutes without twitching. You need a podcast playing, a television blaring in the background, a phone buzzing in your hand. Your nervous system is redlining. The human heart was not designed to process the miseries and noise of 8 billion people fed to you 24 hours a day. It was designed for the rhythm of the sun, the quiet of the evening, and the physical labor of the day. You are artificially exhausting your heart with noise. Number 5, the most dangerous one of all. Put a finger down if you are carrying a grudge heavier than a bag of wet sand. Look at your hand. Put it down. Listen to me very closely now. Stop writing down grocery lists and diet hacks. I have watched people count every single calorie, eat raw spinach, run on treadmills like hamsters, and still drop dead of a massive coronary event at 60 years old. Because here is the absolute, undeniable truth of aging. Your heart is not just a mechanical pump. It is a sponge. It absorbs every single ounce of bitterness, fury, and unforgiveness you refuse to let go of. You can eat all the raw almonds and wild-caught salmon in the ocean, but if you wake up every morning hating someone, you are physically breaking your own heart. If you carry anger toward your sibling over a 30-year-old argument, if you profoundly resent your parents, your ex-spouse, or your neighbor, anger is not a purely emotional state. It is a physical poison. It tightens the chest, spikes the blood pressure. Carrying resentment is like drinking rat poison and expecting the other person to die. They are perfectly fine living their lives, while your literal heart muscle is dying under the weight of your own pride. I am 100 years old because I learned the fine art of letting things go. I do not hold on to slights. I do not harbor venom. When someone wrongs me, I forgive them. I do not forgive them because they deserve it. Often they absolutely do not. I forgive them because my heart deserves peace. Because I refuse to let someone else's miserable behavior shorten my lifespan by a single second. You want a heart that lasts a century? Yes. Feed it food from the dirt. Yes. Walk until your legs are pleasantly tired. But more importantly, you must feed it peace. You have to put the heavy bags down. Apologize even if you were only 5% wrong. Laugh loud enough that the neighbors hear you. Sit on a porch and watch the wind move through the trees without calculating your productivity. Treat your heart with the profound respect it deserves, physically and emotionally, and it will carry you through a long, beautiful, quiet life. My name is Evelyn Vance. I'm still here. My heart is still beating steady and strong. Subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more unvarnished truth. Now turn off this screen, drink a glass of water, step outside, and forgive somebody today.